Alright, so we outdoors again and talking boxing, right? Talking boxing. So I listened to a number of people after Dominic Breazeale was basically knocked out cold by Deontay Wilder. And a lot of people saying that Wilder's just gonna spark Anthony Joshua, right? And you can't really say that. And even Deontay Wilder himself said, you can't really know. You know what I'm saying? You can't really know if he'd spark out Anthony Joshua or not. Because Dominic Breazeale is not Anthony Joshua. Dominic Breazeale got leaky defense. Okay, and Wilder was able to pick that up real quick and pounce on it. Alright? Of course, a couple things Wilder does enabled him to get that advantage where he could do that. He could actually pounce on the leaks in Dominic Breazeale's defense. But having said all of that, I'm right now out in the field. This is like a football field. Not an American football field, but what they call soccer field for those Americans. Soccer field, see? Beautiful, isn't it? Well, maybe you see the beauty, maybe you don't. Alright. Cool. Anyway, I'm just chilling out below this tree here. Nice big old tree. Alright, so I got a couple things to say. First of all, Anthony Joshua, you got to give him credit because he has won and beaten other world champions, been at the championship level, fought guys at the championship level, unified at the championship level, and though people say he doesn't move his head, he does block punches. Alright? Watch at his guard. He blocks punches. Now, Vladimir Klitschko put him on his ass with a straight right, a lead right. So, he does get hit by the lead right. I think he got caught with a left hook by Dillian White. That got him in some trouble. So, but it's a learning experience for him. I'm sure go back to the drawing board, work on that stuff so that it don't happen again. So, just cool your horses there, people. You know, yes, Wilder knocked out Dominic Breazeale cold, right? Beautiful. It's almost something similar to what he did to Tyson Fury. Of course, Tyson Fury, he again leaped in, first off the jab and then the lead right, and he followed it up with a left hook, okay? And Tyson Fury got up from that. All right, because he kind of rolled it. Tyson Fury kind of rolled the punch, both punches, so that was one of the reasons. But a lot of people are saying Anthony Joshua, he don't have good head movement. He don't move around the ring like Tyson Fury does. It's true. Anthony Joshua is more of a flat-footed fighter. Okay, he's flat-footed. He don't have quickness of feet. Okay, that's a problem against Deontay Wilder, who is not flat-footed. Deontay Wilder is very mobile, very athletic, and therefore he can get into position quicker than Anthony Joshua can, catch Anthony Joshua out of position, and then land, of course, the lead right. And Deontay Wilder needs to get more credit for the cleverness and the intellect that he uses in boxing, where he counter-punched Luis Ortiz. And remember, Luis Ortiz is a fantastic southpaw, and he counter-punched his ass and put him down, right? So, I think a lot of people are not really judging Deontay Wilder correctly. The man's an Olympian, so he knows how to box. Now, Tyson Fury said that, you know, other than himself, Deontay Wilder's a bad motherfucker. And he's right. Okay, Deontay Wilder is a bad man. He's bad because he can box. All right, you know, everybody talk about Sergey Kovalev can box. Deontay Wilder can box better than Sergey Kovalev. Just think about what I'm saying. Yes, when he's crashing his opponent, sometimes he's wild and reckless because his opponent's not gonna come back on him. But when it comes to him actually boxing, you see his jab is on point. He has a really good jab. Besides that, he also uses feints, uses head swivels. You know, he maintains distance. He's going to fight you on the outside. He's going to fight you on the outside. And that kind of stuff, right? We haven't really seen him really do explicit inside work, even though I've seen him fight on the inside as well. But the thing with Deontay Wilder is he gets into position very quickly. And he catches you when you're out of position very quickly. And one of the things, remember, he's not a big heavyweight. In the world of the super heavyweights, he's small, weight-wise. But in terms of quickness, speed, agility, accuracy, he's very accurate, right? You take, I think his connect percentage is something like 40, 43%. Of course, he wasn't facing top tier opposition, but even at top tier opposition, he's getting them out of there. All right. So Deontay Wilder, you cannot sleep on Deontay Wilder. You can't sleep on him. He is my lip is dry. He is doing a fantastic job of getting the guys they put in front of him out of there. Okay, and remember, he landed on Tyson Fury twice. Tyson Fury was outboxing his ass. And the second time he landed on Tyson Fury, I would say, the first knockdown, I don't think it was a knockdown. Okay? He caught Tyson Fury in the back of the head. But the second knockdown was a bona fide knockdown in which, again, Deontay leaped into position. Now, the key here is Tyson Fury had reach advantage, but Deontay Wilder changed the angle on his opponent. Same thing with Dominic Breazeale. Had reach advantage, but he changed the angle on his opponent. That's why Deontay Wilder was able to get his jabs in on Dominic Breazeale, who's longer than him, taller than him. And with Tyson Fury, if I can't catch you from the outside, then I have to leap in on you off an angle when I see you napping. And he saw the opportunity, leaped in off the angle with Tyson Fury, caught him with a straight right left hook. And with Dominic Breazeale, he did the very same thing. He leaped in off an angle and caught him with the lead right. Not the lead right. I keep on saying lead right. The right after he threw the jab. So he pounced on his opponent, and that's what you have to do when the opportunity arises. And I saw that with Gabe Rosado as well, who he started doing leaping in shots, where I'm too far outside, but I catch the angle on you, and I'll just skip in or bounce in very quickly, and then take advantage of the situation. And I think he did that with I forgot what the other guy's name is, who he almost stopped. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, this is the kind of opponent that Deontay Wilder is. So that's why some people have confidence in saying that he would stop Anthony Joshua. And I understand where they're coming from, and I could see, but I'm just saying, Anthony Joshua has had championship fights, and if Tyson Fury could take the shots that Deontay Wilder took and get back up, I'm not saying Anthony Joshua won't, but I'm just saying, because a lot of things people don't realize. Deontay Wilder is using technique, not just pure brute force, like David Lemieux. He's actually using technique in addition to his punching power. So that's what makes Deontay Wilder so dangerous. And he's an Olympian. So you got to think about it, not just an Olympian, but a bronze medal Olympian. So think about all of that. You have to think about those things. We're talking about Deontay Wilder. He's not just an ordinary boxer. Tyson Fury made him look ordinary, right? Made him look, like he couldn't box. That's because that's Tyson Fury. You're not going to get that with other boxers, right? If you look at it, the playing field usually is even. Yeah, the boxers, sometimes they look like they outbox him a little bit, but then he adapts. He starts to modify his boxing game to deal with those boxers. So I'm just saying. Now, they were talking about options, and they were talking about Shelly Finkel was talking about looking at, again, making the fight with Anthony Joshua, making the fight with Tyson Fury. He even talked about Luis Ortiz, maybe a rematch. Quite frankly, I don't care for a rematch with Luis Ortiz. I don't care for seeing, I would like to see a Tyson Fury rematch, but, that's not the most pressing one. I would like to see Deontay Wilder actually face somebody new. So the new person would be Anthony Joshua, obviously. But if you can't get Anthony Joshua in there, right, then of course, if you can get a rematch with Tyson Fury, that would be great. But the other guys are not ready. Joe Joyce, he's not ready for Deontay Wilder at all. And I don't think that the other guy that they mentioned, some other dude, he's not ready for Deontay Wilder either. Deontay Wilder is a very seasoned, almost a veteran now in boxing at the championship level. He's defended his title successfully how many times. So I wouldn't put those guys in the ring with him at this point in time. But that's up to them, what they want to do. But that's where I'm at with that. Oh, there's a ninja behind me. Okay. Yeah, so that's the story with Deontay Wilder. All right, man. Yeah, so but if you're talking about in terms of Anthony Joshua just getting blown out the water by Deontay Wilder, I don't know if that will actually happen. Because as I said before, Anthony Joshua, he might not move his head, but he does do a couple things pretty well. And one of the things he does reasonably well, at least, is he's able to block punches. And he has his different guards to block punches to his body, to his head. So that's something that you got to think about. Because Wilder, he got some weapons too. I see Joshua try to use those weapons as well. Joshua's a lot slower. He's not as quick as Wilder. But, you know, it'd be an interesting fight. I would give you that. I think Joshua has a pretty decent beard. You know, if you drop him, he's going to get back up. And I saw Dominic Breazeale actually getting back up after getting dropped hard by Wilder. So, Wilder has more technique with his speed and his power, and he knows how to put you down. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to stay down. And at this level, this elite level, I just don't see him just knocking out Anthony Joshua just like that, like people say. Eventually, he might stop him. Eventually. But I just don't see him putting him down just like... He didn't even put down... Luis Ortiz, he put him down, what? How much times? I think 3 times before he got him out of there? So, he ain't going to just put down... You see how he put down... Dominic Breazeale? Because Dominic Breazeale ain't got no serious defense. You know, you circling the guy. You get position on him. He ain't got no defense there. Boom, boom. Right? And he didn't have defense. He didn't have position. He was trying to throw I think it was a hook or something. So, there's levels to the game of boxing. And Anthony Joshua, I think he would last longer against Deontay Wilder than, say, Dominic Breazeale, one of those guys. Wilder might get him out or might drop him a couple times. But I don't necessarily see him just laying down and getting laid out by Wilder. I just don't see that happening. But eventually Wilder would catch up to him, definitely land some shots on him. We would see if Anthony Joshua could take those shots. Because if he could take Wilder's power, then the fight gets very interesting. You know, it gets interesting. Now Wilder has to box. And that makes the fight interesting. And I've seen him being put down, Joshua being put down by Klitschko, Mr. Steel Hammer, and he got back up. He was groggy though. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, Dillian Whyte really got him in trouble too. And Dillian Whyte's not really a big puncher like that. So I don't know. But Deontay Wilder, people call him a monster and stuff. I don't see him as a monster. I do see him as a clinician, a technician when it comes to setting up the knockout. He kind of overemphasizes his power still to this day. I would say, what happens if your power doesn't work for you? What you going to do then? I think he's got the boxing skills to box. And so I'm hoping the Tyson Fury match would make him more aware, again, sharpen up and tighten up even more of his boxing skill and box more, you know, because he has the potential. He was doing a lot of things that Mayweather and all these other great boxers of the past were doing. And yeah, he didn't do it as sharp and refined, but those little tools in the tool bag come in handy for times when you can't stop a guy. You know, Keith Thurman one time couldn't stop people at a certain level. As you get these stronger, tougher boxers out there, he ain't gonna be able to do that. Dominic Breazeale, we knew he was gonna get stopped, but you know, we don't know if Joshua, definitely Fury, ain't got stopped. So I don't see him, you know, just stopping everybody. You know, what would have been nice was to see a Wilder versus a Parker, or Wilder versus I can't say Usyk yet, because Usyk, he's still small. But you know, somebody who got that level of defense necessary to offset Wilder just landing the lead right, or the right, coming off of a jab or whatever. You know, can offset that. Wilder does get position on you because he moves very quickly and he has some decent pivot work. And he doesn't always fight off the front foot. He can fight off the back foot as well, using the jab to maintain distance. Still straightforward, and he don't use a whole lot of feints, but I love his jab. I love his spear jab. His spear jab is nice. It's tight, and to the body too, and stuff like that. I love that spear jab. So he got different things going for him. we'll see anyway. I'm just heading back in here to head back out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave your comments in the comment section. Don't forget you can subscribe. Don't forget you can donate to this channel as well. And share the video, man. You guys have a good one.